So in my last video, I showed you guys how you can convert your temporary ChatGPT chats into permanent ones. And today we'll see how to transfer your chats between ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and honestly any LLM for that matter. Now if you haven't watched my last video, it's very important that you go and watch it because the core idea is explained there, and here I'll just show how to apply that idea. So in that video, you could see that there was this system prompt at the very top of the chat. The system prompt basically decides the entire behavior of the conversation. So for example, in my last video, the system prompt was, "You are Vladimir Putin," and you could see that every reply ChatGPT gave was in character, acting like Vladimir Putin, and the information was surprisingly accurate. Now this makes system prompt one of the most important parts of any chat because it is the very first instruction that gets fed into the LLM. And here's the interesting part. The actual difference between LLMs like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude is smaller than most people think. They were trained on almost the same data which these big companies scraped from the internet, texts, Reddit conversation, books, public documents, research papers, and so on. One of the biggest real differences between them is the system prompt that they start with. So let me show you this with an example. If I'm having a chat in Gemini and I want to continue the same chat in ChatGPT, I don't need anything fancy. I just need to add one simple line before pasting the conversation, which sounds something like, "I was previously having this conversation with another LLM. Please continue the conversation in the same tone, style, and format." That's it. Now I take the chat from Gemini, paste into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will give me very similar response, almost as if I had never switched. And the real reason this works is because each LLM and even each model version has its own separate unique system prompt. So ChatGPT 4.0, 4.1, 5.2, 5.1, all of them start with different system level instructions. And some people have actually figured out what these system prompts are. If you want the actual system prompt, I'll just link them down in the description, but honestly, you don't need them. If you just include a simple line saying that you were talking to another LLM and want to continue the conversation with the same tone, structure, behavior, format, or any other variables that you can tell here, the results will be surprisingly very close. And again, the transfer itself is dead simple. You just have to select, copy and paste, and add that one-liner at the top, and you're good to go. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
जोगिंदर है, कान खोल के सुन ले थारा भाई जोगिंदर, बवंडर ला दूंगा बवंडर, तेरे से अच्छे रोस्टर हमारे इंडिया